Hello and welcome back once again to the Wrestling Group. I am your host for this video, Ryan, and today we are going to be taking a look at the top 5 WrestleMania opening matches in history. So when fans think of WrestleMania and the best matches, a lot of focus of the fans is obviously put on the main events of the pay-per-views, as they tend to be the most memorable matches on the card. But today we're going to flip it and look at the greatest ever open a WrestleMania pay-per-view. So as always, feel free to list your top 5 in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you do. So in at number 5, it's Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 34. So The Miz was the champion going into this match, and despite what many fans will say, The Miz for me is one of the best WWE Intercontinental Champions in history. Finn Balor was competing in his first ever WrestleMania match, and Seth Rollins was on a great run as a top babyface in the company. There wasn't really much build to this match, but it wasn't really needed, as, you know, 3 of the biggest guys in the mid-card, maybe at the time, obviously were taking on one another to face for a championship. The match would start with all 3 competitors trying to score a quick victory via the roll-up. The match would pick up from there, and we would get some near falls near the end, which would have you guessing who would come out on top. The ending was great. Balor hit a coup de grace on The Miz, and he was as he was covering them, Rollins connected with a curb stomp on Balor, followed by one on The Miz, before Rollins would pick up the victory and the championship to become a WWE Grand Slam champion. So in at number 4 is again another Intercontinental Championship match, as we look at the ladder match of WrestleMania 31. This match included Wade Barrett, who was the champion going into the match, Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, R-Truth, and Stardust. This match started fast-paced and held up throughout. Harper hit a dive to the outside on everyone before Ambrose made his way up to the turnbuckle, jumped off the rope to the outside with an elbow drop on the crowded superstars below. These 2 guys were involved in the spot of the night when Luke Harper powerbombed Dean Ambrose out of the ring onto a set-up ladder at ringside. There was a great sequence to finish this match, as Ziggler nailed Luke Harper with a zigzag off the ladder. Then he attempted to climb, where Barrett yanks him down and connects with a bullhammer. He then nails Stardust and R-Truth with bullhammers too, and Bryan hit the running knee on Barrett before he climbed up the ladder. Ziggler then managed to climb up too, and they had a short exchange on top before Daniel Bryan dropped him and pulled down the championship to win. In at number 3, it's Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 21. These 2 guys were actually tag team champions together going into this match. They decided to face off in the spirit of competition at WrestleMania. Now, anytime these 2 face off against each other, you know you're going to be in for a great match, and this was no different. The action was hot and the crowd were into it from the beginning. This match was used as the starting point to a feud between the 2 later on in the year. This was planting of seeds early on, as Eddie Guerrero's facial expressions were perfect, showing his increasing frustrations as he couldn't put his best friend and tag team partner down for the 3 count. Also in this one, Ray connects with a 619, but as he goes for the West Coast pop, Eddie counters it into a strong powerbomb, but only manages a 2 count. Fans seem more behind Eddie at this point, and as Eddie goes for the tilt-a-whirl, but it counted into the West Coast pop, and Rey Mysterio picks up the victory. And afterwards, both guys shake hands in the ring. So in at number 2, Daniel Bryan versus Triple H at WrestleMania 30. Now, the winner of this match would go into the main event of the pay-per-view and face Randy Orton and Batista for the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Championships. Fans were 100% behind Bryan all the way to WrestleMania, and Triple H was fully into his authority role at this point, putting Bryan down at every opportunity that he had. Fans expected Bryan to win this match, but with WWE also dangling the possibility of having an all-Evolution main event, definitely got some heads turned. Now, WWE made this a close-to-call match, and there was more than one occasion when you thought that they would go in a different direction. This was a perfect combination of storytelling before, during, and after the match. This match went for 25 minutes and it was non-stop action until the end. Triple H came close near the end of the match after a spinebuster followed by a pedigree got Hunter a 2 count. After another pedigree attempt, Bryan managed to break free and land his running knee for the victory. Bryan would then go on to win in the main event as well, winning both championships in what was got to be probably Bryan's highlight of his WWE career. So that only leaves one, and in at number 1, it is Bret Hart versus Owen Hart at WrestleMania 10. This match is still considered to this day as one of the best matches in WrestleMania history. The build-up to this match was great. At Survivor Series in 1993, WWE focused on Owen being the only member of his Hart Brothers team being eliminated. He was mad at Bret for it because he accidentally ran into the ropes, which would then cause Owen to be pinned. Owen challenged Bret to a match after that, but Bret refused, saying he didn't want to fight his brother. Later, they tried to get back together as a tag team at the Royal Rumble in 1994 in a tag team match against the Quebecers. Bret had a knee injury, so the team lost, and afterwards Owen attacked his brother while giving an awesome selfish promo towards Bret. The technical ability, the chemistry, the timing of the spots of this match were just perfect. This was actually the first Owen Hart match I actually personally watched myself. The finish of this was great. Bret grabbed the sleeper. Owen made it to the ropes. The ref tried to break it up while he was looking up. Owen hit his brother with a low blow, using his right foot in a backward kicking motion in what was deemed an awesome spot. Then sharpshooter for Owen. Bret powered out and he put the sharpshooter on Owen, but Owen was able to get to the ropes. Bret whipped Owen into the corner and Bret booted him in the face and jumped on Owen's shoulders. Bret went for the victory roll, but Owen dropped down, covered, put his hands on the mat, and the ref counted the 1, 2, 3, and Owen picked off the victory. So there you have it. That is the top 5 greatest opening matches in WWE WrestleMania history. Now, do you agree with our list? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to hit a like, leave us a comment, and subscribe to the Wrestling Group today.